the poor. It is time for Leahy to introduce a Robin Hood tax that will end all swords. It is time for him to end the worries and concerns of our elders on Medicare. Those wondering if this fiscal cliff will leave them searching and falling and fighting for medicines to stay alive so they can kiss their grandchild once more, so they can kiss their loved one once more, or they can volunteer at the food bank just once more. It is time for Leahy to introduce a Robin Hood tax so those kids in the inner city no longer have to look across their invisible district line to see that they have really been left behind. It is time for Leahy to introduce a Robin Hood tax so that we stop digging and scratching and killing and dying for energy that we know will run out in 20, 30, or 40 years. It is time for Leahy to introduce a Robin Hood tax so we can finally rest our heads at night knowing that the light we just turned off, the plug we just used, the tea we just drank was not from an energy that caused Sandy to kill, Irene to destroy, or this damn weather to go from hot to cold to rain to snow to floods to drought or hurricane to ice storm. It is time for Leahy to introduce a Robin Hood tax so those suffering from HIV and AIDS, malaria and TB, river blindness and nodding disease will have some hope in never seeing their children sweat their way to death, cough their way to heaven, drown into the cold dark ground, shake their way to the eternal sunshine. This is why we all stand here today, not to occupy out of anger and despair, but to gather and unite for hope for future generations. Woo! We gather to unite in the knowledge that the Robin Hood tax is the answer we need, the answer that you, Senator Leahy, should be looking for when all the naysayers, the hope crushers, say you are too idealistic, caring about the indigent and poor populations, the disgustingly sick people, or the dirty, unrealistic hippies in their drug-induced dreams. This is the answer. So, Senator Leahy, what is your verdict? Will you be our Robin Hood?
Yeah.